Alright, where does this leave the MCU? Well, this is the lineup for the next couple of years here. So, here's the rest of Phase 5.
Fucking Agatha?
Yeah, that's still real. So, Echo comes out at the beginning of next year. Deadpool is the lone movie for 2024 now. That is the only movie. We're finally getting only one for all of thanks to the writer's strike. We're only getting one movie in all of 2024. Agatha is toward the end of the year. Captain America in 2025, and then Ironheart at a to be determined time, but that has already been in that is in post-production, so that is so far ahead that even though there were rumors of it being canceled, that is not true. For
Ironheart's gonna get shadow dropped. It's going to come out next week.
Oh my god, could you imagine? It just So this gets me to the question here. Let's say you were in control of the MCU for the rest of Phase 5 here. You could change one thing. You could change a single movie. You could change, movie, characters, whatever, action, however. What would you change?
Put it in a fucking big name that's we haven't gotten already. Cause ever since they finally combined, Disney finally combined with Fox, everyone was just okay. Now you can put in X-Men, now you can put in Fantastic Four. And then Kevin Feige was no. So we just took his word for it because they were doing good with Marvel at the time. And now it's just they're doing shit. At this point, just give the people what they want if you want to fucking sell more shit for Marvel. Because there's in terms of in audio, majority interests, it's a down spiral. Deadpool 3 is I don't know how much of that's gonna have to do with the MCU, but that can bring things up. Everything else, I don't give two shits about. If it's good, it's good. I mean, I'll watch it anyway because I'm already invested in the MCU, and I'm just gonna keep catching up with it until I'm too old to fucking keep up with TV. But in terms of a general audience interest, I think it's just gonna keep going downhill. No one knows who the hell Echo is, and it's you have to have seen Hawkeye to know that character because she hasn't appeared in any movies.
I don't know if you've seen the trailer, but I
haven't seen the trailer yet, but I keep hearing good things about it, and I can believe it. So if it is a good trailer and if it does look promising, that's cool. I don't think it will still get general audience interest because of the name itself. Because also, again, not many people are interested in Marvel, and it's been going to a down spiral. So it's the people who lost interest, we will make some think you're going to come back to Echo, besides the good trailer.
I would absolutely slash Captain America. I'd either slash it or push it to Phase 6 and put a Shang-Chi sequel in. It's time. We need to reference characters that apparently are supposed to build into this next stage. It's great that we have the Marvels and her things are important, and she got her own series and shit like that, and then we move into this movie and her whatever things, I don't know what they're called, the bracelets or whatever, are important. That's cool. But it's Captain America is not going to sell anyone. We saw Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's not good. And I don't care what threat he has. He's not the leader of, unless he actually uses that serum. He's not the hero of anyone. In fact, he is a squid, and it doesn't matter. He was a cool character back 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago with the Winter Soldier. And he was an interesting character in Civil War, fighting against Spider-Man and everyone else, and that was cool. And it was cool to hear him say "on your left" and fucking Endgame again. But he has been undercooked, and this is probably the least exciting. Captain America used to be box office after Winter Soldier, and then Civil War built it even higher. For a fourth movie in a franchise, this is going to be now 8 years after the last Captain America, by the way. 8 fucking years after the last movie. And I know that's because there's a whole reset going on with this character, but that's a long time for a 4 fucking movie. I'll tell you what. So, I think I'd push that movie completely out. I'd give Shang-Chi a sequel so we get more to value this character. Have him get involved more with Doctor Strange. Maybe somehow involve what the fuck happened with Doctor Strange and him so we know what's going on before, like 5 years from now when we get to Avengers, or now 3 years from now, whatever. 3 years from now when we get to Avengers, we're not just surprised, like, oh, now that's what you're doing. We need a movie where we see Wong and fucking Doctor Strange and fucking Shang-Chi, and that apparently was important. That core section of the MCU was important. And it's clearly not going to be referenced at all for the next 2 to 3 years until Avengers shows up. So if that's not the Young Avengers movie at all, like we don't know what's going to be in that Avengers movie. We hope that we get Doctor Strange, but it's not the same team that did Avengers Infinity War, so we don't know how that balance is going to work. But absolutely get rid of Captain America in Phase 5. Give Shang-Chi some more time and reference Doctor Strange in that. I thought that they were doing a really good job with Spider-Man and then having Doctor Strange in his own movie. Now, execution-wise, good or bad, doesn't matter. The point is, you were building to the idea that Doctor Strange was going to be an important character throughout. You know what I mean? Like, it's important. It's like, okay, he's in Spider-Man. He is now in his own movie. He's in Shang-Chi. Okay. Or Wong was. Okay, so we're leading somewhere. No, we're not leading anywhere. I need something right here, right now. 2025.
I guess, quick aside, Spider-Man might slip into there whenever Sony wants it.
Yeah, that's...
Hey, what?
Yeah, that's...
Spider-Man will slip into there whenever Sony wants it, because No Way Home was the same way.
Was it?
I mean, it was going to be guaranteed we're going to get another Spider-Man, but like the title was changing. The title kept changing, and like it wasn't consistent its place of like when it was going to release.
Right.
So it was just slipping in whenever. So I'm not sure if Sony has a say in that or Marvel Studios does. I think it's mostly Sony.
Oh.
Whatever that's my theory. If like whenever they request to be made by Marvel Studios or some shit. Or maybe there's some contracts going on. Maybe it's...
Well, we already know that it, like you said, it's already written. That's ready. It's just, when are we going to get the green light? When are these two going to come to an agreement? And like you said, then it could drop in. But it's definitely feeling like that's probably going to be a Phase 6 thing. Just because production is going to take some time. And we're now 18 months out until Phase 5 is over.